From the memes of destruction. Roses are red, violets are blue. I like turtles. I hope you do too. Oh, what a poet.
The incarnation of destruction.
Hey guys, what's going on? Memes here. So I started watching a video from a Mr. Tim Pool earlier, and it just kind of got in my craw, and it just really bothered me. So that's why we're here with a little opinion about what I think a lot of the alternative media is kind of getting wrong in kind of the whole greater culture war and everything with the mainstream media. And this right here, just because when I look at the title of this video, it's, okay, this is quote-unquote, fat feminists are causing climate change. This is not a joke. The far left is destroying the planet. Right. So I realize Tim, and full disclosure here, I like Tim. I think he works very hard. I have donated towards Subverse and shot Tim a couple of bucks over the past few years because it's like, okay, I can appreciate good work. However, when I hear one Mr. Pool kind of complaining about the whole, oh, well, look at these headlines, it's like, dude, do you not realize that as you've grown, you're kind of doing the exact same thing that you've been criticizing, brother? It's like, oh, I sent a tweet at you, and I realized, dude, you're getting all these tweets and stuff like that, you're probably not going to see it. You got a lot of busy things going on with your business and everything, dude. I'm happy to help out with that side of things, but it's just, I feel the need that, especially if you're going to continue to say that you are a man of the left, it's like, okay, you don't think you could have just said that larger folks tend to take more resources than folks that aren't as large as them? It's like, you just go through and just, that seems like a very, something I would expect from the Daily Caller. That's the thing, man. Daily Caller, Ben Shapiro's more of a conservative-ish website over there. It's like, why are you necessarily surprised? And I understand you want to basically help correct these things. It's like, well, do you feel like throwing a bunch of pine cones against a hive of anything is a smart idea? Weren't you supposed to kind of maybe go in with like a little bit of honey, maybe an offering or something? Because, I mean, even in your interaction when you said, it's like, whoa, Chink just started yelling at me. It's like, didn't you just come up to him and say, what's with all this fake news? It's like, okay, if Dude Man actually built a news organization and you're calling it all fake, you basically just walked up to the dude and took a proverbial dump on his shoes, with all due respect. So, like, that's the thing. And I realize it can be hard. A lot of folks will accuse you of things, and it ain't easy. We all make mistakes. But the thing is, if you're looking at this, and you're showing these things in the video, because I realize you're going around some different sources and everything here, it's like, yeah, I can appreciate that, but it's like, I really think you could have made your point without necessarily being as antagonistic. Now, maybe that's just what's great for views. And here's the thing, man. You realize you got a lot of folks that may or may not have voted for the president that are crossing over and watching your content. I kind of feel like this has happened to me at some while, because at times I almost feel like the token left guy in this greater sphere of YouTube, which tends to be filled with more libertarians and conservatives and stuff like that. Yeah, you got BreadTube over there, but I mean, if you're a person of the left, it's like, do you necessarily need to be a full-on communist or something? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't even call myself a progressive just because I don't think I have the credentials for that. I tend to believe myself more of a liberal Democrat that believes in progress, but if I can get out there and utilize some conservative arguments to help achieve left-wing ends, that might actually work. Just because it's like, I live in Massachusetts here. It's like, that was the thing that bothered me about President Obama. Oh, Obamacare is 90% Romney care. It's like, all right, full on pause for a second. It's like, with all due respect, President Obama, that's like saying the essay I wrote for high school, I should submit for my doctoral thesis. What's great for high school and then's going to be submitted for my doctoral thesis probably should be a little bit different. I would expect a higher quality standard there. And then again, it's like, Massachusetts, yeah. What President Obama didn't say is Governor Romney and the legislature made $1 billion of cuts. These were deep cuts. These affected people and everything. But we paid for it. That's the thing. Because if you take away the conservative arguments, like, okay, we found a way to pay for it. Well, we don't want people down on their luck getting health care. Really, that's a terrible argument. That's the thing. Will there be Republicans and stuff out there that just out of whatever platform or their self-interest will vote against it? Sure. But you take away the core of the conservative argument. And that's the thing. And that's the thing that does bother me when I see some of my comrades on the left and they're like, oh, you can defeat conservative arguments using conservative principles. And like, by tricking them? It's like, no, we shouldn't go there. Why are we erring on just like telling people false things? And that makes me incredibly sad. And that's one reason why I want to point this out, just because, Tim, when you go around telling folks, it's like, oh, I'm on the left. All right, let's look at Tim Pool. Now, we're going to be fair here, because I think I want to actually point out something else. When you put in Tim Pool, at least when I do, what do I first get? I get his Twitter, method by which to see his interactions. We got the Wikipedia there. We got Joe Rogan. We got Vice. We got timcast.com. We got Timcast About, the Facebook page, the Rational Wiki, the Instagram, the BitChute. But your YouTube channel is not listed. That does give me concern, seeing as far as I know, your primary method of income is your YouTube channel. If that's where you get the bulk of it, man, you ain't even showing up on Google. That seems like an issue that is probably easily corrected as soon as the folks that know just bring attention to it. Dude, don't worry. I still heart you, brother. But my big thing is, when we go over to your channel here, it's like, okay, democratic socialist countries outraged over blah blah blah, and then we have over here the fat feminists are causing climate change. I don't even need to complete the answer. Gwyneth Paltrow is selling a candle that smells like her. Women now outnumber men in the workforce. And men, okay, yeah, oh, what was that again? Blah blah blah. I didn't even read that. Oh well. Are taking traditionally female jobs. Okay, fair point. CNN just paid us the largest fine for violations. James Younger 2.0. Iran admits. Anti-Trump MPC admit their action. Here's the thing. These are a lot of topics that tend to go about within the greater libertarian and, let's just say, the old school skeptical communities of the greater YouTube area. And that is traditionally a much more conservative, as well as at times libertarianish side of the internet. That's the thing, dude. Like, if this is a lot of your audience, man, it's okay. It's okay, man. I know you appeal to a lot of folks, and a lot of folks just click on it because it's a topic of the day. That's fair, but just, if you start skimming through all these things, yeah, no, be fair. No, you have news coverage and everything there, but it's like far less thinks deep state is, okay, you're kind of calling out certain groups of people, different communities, and far left demands, and at the outset, yeah, I realize you're criticizing, but if somebody like David Pakman just kind of skims through your videos and he sees all these things critical of the left, and you don't really see that much stuff critical of the Trump administration, yeah, there's a lot of folks going out there being critical of President Trump, but it's like, I believe a wise man once said, how many grains of sand in a heap? Savvy? That's all I'm saying, man. I appreciate everything you do, but it's just, this is why people think that you're more of a conservative nature. I realize it's a lot more detailed than that, but just quick look, because if all of a sudden you see a name or something, if someone's going to do research for themselves, to try to find out another person's life story in like 30, 40 seconds, that's a lot. They're probably just going to maybe click on your Twitter, scroll through a couple of tweets, click on your YouTube page, scroll through a couple of videos, maybe watch a few minutes here or there, and that's about it. And that's usually if you're lucky, man. So that's all I'm saying, man. It's just, it's living by the meme and dying by the meme. If we're going to go out there and criticize clickbait, which I absolutely use, that's fine. Just be open and honest about it. That's the thing. When I just look at the title of this video right here, it's like, to me, in my opinion, that seems like fake news. Because to say that folks on the left, and I understand you say far left there, but there are a lot of folks that truly care about climate change. I know you care about climate change. I realize you're highlighting a lot of the waste and fraud and abuse and stuff in the system. Those things tend to go together, not always all at the same time. But my thing is, dude, we can do better. I would like to see a more positive message. I realize sometimes before creation there must be destruction, but Tim, think you got a good thing going. And I just don't want you to get off path, man. Just see if you can't rein it in. Again, you'll probably never see this video, brother, but here's the thing. I believe in us. I believe we can level up. All right, I got George in the way there, but hey, thanks everybody for watching. Peace out, everybody.